Become more disciplined. Do the work you've been avoiding. Go to run, go outside, track your progress, eat a good meal, train your body, read a book, write your goals down, cook something nice. Become disciplined. So there are a lot of things that we could be doing right now to achieve our goals, but instead we decide to procrastinate, scroll on social media, and basically do nothing. But let me show you this amazing video that literally changed my life.
Discipline is the master key to riches. Discipline, the willingness to do what you know you should do, when you should do it, whether you like it or not, is the critical key to your success. Why is it that people fail in life? It's no miracle. It's no mystery. The reason people fail in life is that they're not willing to do whatever is necessary. They're not willing to pay the price. Half the time, most 3/4 of the time, they don't know what they want, and the ones that do know what they want are not capable of disciplining themselves.
Saying that watching that video and becoming more disciplined have changed my life, it would be a huge understatement. But let me tell you a little bit of my story so you understand why I'm saying this or why I'm making this video in the first place. So when I was 22 years old, I was lost, I was sad, I was broke, I was depressed. I didn't even know what to do with my life. And I remember that at school, teachers were constantly telling me that I needed to become more disciplined, that I needed to be more disciplined, and I didn't even know what that meant. But still, I did somehow okay at school because, I had the teachers telling me what to do and they would set deadlines for me, so I had a reason to get things done. But as soon as I got out of school, that wasn't a thing anymore. I mean, nobody was there telling me what I needed to do. I had basically no deadlines and I felt like I had all the time in the world to get things done. And of course, I did not get anything done basically because from 17 when I got out of school all the way to the age of 22, I basically did nothing. I did not go to college, I did not learn anything new. So literally I did nothing with my life in those 5 years. But as soon as I started becoming more disciplined and I started to consume those videos from Brian Tracy telling me how to become more disciplined and all of that, my life changed tremendously. So here are a couple of things that have changed in my life after I became more disciplined. I got into the best shape of my life. I learned English by myself. I started learning English at the age of 24, and by the age of 25, I was already fluent in the language and I started to get more opportunities that I didn't even know what to do with because I was delivering food and fixing toilets and things like that just to make some money to survive. But then I started to get high-paying jobs offered and I started working at a company that was 100% in English. Then I was able to move to a first world country. Basically, my whole life changed, and just recently, I was able to monetize 2 different YouTube channels at the same time while working at a full-time job. And I'm not saying any of this to brag because I'm still poor, right? But my life has changed a lot, and even my family's life has changed just because I became more disciplined. So now let me share with you 4 steps that I consider that can help anybody become more disciplined. Step number 1, decide the standard. So everybody set goals, right? And setting goals is incredible because it gives you direction, it gives you reason, it gives you purpose. So it's amazing. So setting goals is really, really good. But you need to have standards because, okay, you have the goal that you want to go to the gym more often, but when are you going to the gym? How long will you be there? How many times per week you're gonna go? Because if you just have the goal that you will go to the gym, you can negotiate with yourself and you can procrastinate and delay because going to the gym more often, okay, what does that mean? You're gonna go next week, you're gonna go next year. When are you going to the gym? But when you set the standard that you're gonna go to the gym 3 times per week no matter what, then now you have like a reason, like a mission now that you need to fulfill because now it is your standard. You can now go lower than that. And you cannot negotiate that. If you say that you're gonna go 3 times per week no matter what, then you're gonna go 3 times per week no matter what. And if in case that you cannot really do it, then obviously you need to find something to compensate for that. You need to work out at home or doing something because in my case it doesn't matter if it is raining or snowing. I just go to the gym and I do my workout because it is the standard that I have set for myself and it works tremendously well. So it is not just having a goal. Having a goal is amazing, but you need to have the standard. that you cannot go lower than that, and you need to get it done because that's who you are. So setting standards is the first step into becoming more disciplined. Now the second step goes hand to hand with the first step, because once you start deciding the standard, the mistake that most people make is that they set the bar way too high that they can never reach it. So if you start believing right now that you're gonna go to the gym 7 times per week and you're gonna spend 2 hours doing the workout, of course you're not gonna be able to do that if you're a beginner, right? So what's gonna happen is that there are gonna be a lot of resistance between you and the things that you need to do, and of course your brain is not gonna give you the motivation to do it. So that's why the second step is starting embarrassingly small. So break down the thing that you want to do into a smaller step that you can take right away. So you want to start working out, start doing 5 push-ups right now. So if that is your goal, there is no reason why you are not making 5 push-ups right now. So start small, get something done, because remember that discipline is not just doing something very hard, it's just doing something that you know that you need to do, especially when you don't feel like it. So for example, if your bed is a mess, go right now and make your bed. It is a small step, but it will help you becoming more disciplined, not because it is hard or not because it is magical that by making your bed you're gonna be like a superhuman being. No, it's because it is something that you know that you need to do, but you don't feel like doing. So start embarrassingly small, break down the task. Now that you have this standard that you're gonna go 3 times per week to the gym, don't make it like a 2-hour workout. Do something simple, do something easier, so that there's not a lot of resistance between you and getting the thing done, because you know from your own experience that once you start doing something, it is way easier to keep going. So if you have to do a big project, start small, start from the very beginning. If you need to do an essay or something, write the title, write the first sentences, make that the goal, and once you start, then keep going. It's easier. So start embarrassingly small if you're a beginner, and believe me, you're not gonna regret it. Step number 3, design your environment for success. So I love the idea that I control my life, but to be honest, our environment heavily influences what we do. So if we want to be on a diet, if we want to lose weight, for example, and we have a lot of junk food around us, if I had like a bag of chips right in front of me right now, I probably would start eating it even though it is against my goals. But it is because the environment is tempting me to do something that it is not in my best interest right now. If you want to start going to the gym, having your gym clothes ready before going there, it would be of a lot of help. Obviously, once you're advanced, you don't need any of that, but in the very beginning, please design your environment for success. If you want to make YouTube videos, for example, have your camera ready so that starting recording a video is not hard, because there's a lot of resistance already between you and doing the task, okay? And now if your environment is against you, then it's even worse than that. So if you want to post more videos on social media, for example, have your camera ready, have the lights already set, so that when you want to record a video, you just need to hit start. So design your environment for success. Whatever is the goal that you have right now, take now 5 to 20 minutes to design your environment to make starting doing that way easier, and you're gonna see how much that's gonna help you. Step number 4, do the thing especially when it doesn't matter. And I don't say this that it doesn't really matter, but that it doesn't matter in the moment. For example, eating healthy today is not gonna make a huge difference right away, right? But later in the future, obviously you're gonna reap the rewards from eating healthy, but in the moment you might not see it that way. So you are not gonna feel motivated every single day to do the right thing, because in the very precise moment that you are implementing it, it doesn't feel like it matters. But it's gonna matter obviously in the future, because the results of your decisions right now will compound over time, and you're gonna get the results of the actions that you take. So if I eat a lot of junk food right now because they give me pleasure, they give me a lot of reward, like my brain goes crazy when I eat those foods, then obviously I'm gonna be motivated to do that, and I'm not gonna be motivated to eat healthier. But in the future, I know that I'm gonna reap the rewards from making the right decision today. When you feel like it doesn't matter, when you feel like, oh, if I go to the gym, it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna get strong in just one day, so it is okay if I skip this day. No. That is the moment when you actually need to take action. That is the most important moment, because when you don't see the result right away, but you know that it's gonna come in the future, that's when you need to use discipline, because discipline is basically sacrificing your today's pleasures for tomorrow's success. That's what discipline is all about, is doing the things that you don't don't feel like doing today, but that tomorrow you're gonna be grateful for doing it. So that is discipline. So these are the 4 steps that I know for sure that can help anybody become more disciplined. So I hope that you like this video and you find it useful. So I'm gonna keep making videos like this every once in a while. So subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.